Hello everyone. So today's video is going to be the last video of the year. I'm going to be taking the last 2 or 3 days off of this month just to prepare for the new year. I already have quite a few videos for January already researched and ready to go. They just have to be filmed. I should be returning on January 1st with another video about Peter Kima. I'm very excited to get into that one. That is a case that has been on my list for a very long time, so I have a lot of stuff planned for January and the new year. I believe I'm going to be continuing with the uploading schedule of every other day like I'm doing now. So yeah. But today's case is going to be about David Carter. And this one it's so sad. I say this with almost every video, like it didn't have to happen, but this one was just like, it really didn't have to happen. The details are just really heartbreaking, but I want to go ahead and get into this. So all the links I use for research will be down below like always. There will also be a link to a case suggestions form. If you have anything that you'd like me to cover, I would be happy to do so. There's only like 2, 3, 4, there's no more than like 4 questions that you need to fill out, but let's go ahead and get into this. So David Carter Sr. was a 39-year-old dad living in Melvindale, Michigan. He worked at the Magna seeding plant and volunteered with the Melvindale Junior Football League. He was reported missing in the first week of October in 2018 when he failed to show up for work over 3 days. There would be a gruesome discovery made. So, we're going to get to that gruesome discovery in a bit. But David had been at his son DJ's football game on September 28th. So, just right before, he was reported missing. And he was there with his whole family and DJ's mom, Samaya Connor. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Samaya Connor. He was also there with his girlfriend of 6 months, Tammy Williams, who worked as a medical center worker and travel agent. According to Samaya, David and Tammy went to the game together, but weren't together at the game. So I guess they went there together, but they weren't sitting together. I'm not sure why. I've also saw like mentioned in like 1 or 2 articles that they weren't actually like together, but they were there supporting DJ together. So I'm not quite sure what it is. But according to Samaya, they went to the game together, but weren't together at the game. So there's a little tidbit for you. On September 30th, DJ went to his dad's residence to collect some items after his mom, Samaya, said David had texted her and said that he was feeling ill. When he got to his dad's house, DJ saw Tammy taking out the trash. And this next bit is going to be a quote from DJ. And he says, "She ran to the apartment door, like ran. And when I got to my dad's house, the door was locked. You'd have thought since she saw me, she'd have left it unlocked, but I had a key." End quote. So it's definitely already very suspicious. Like, she sees DJ, she's taking out the trash, and she just runs back and locks the apartment door. Like, it's a little weird, and thank God DJ had a key. So DJ said his bedroom door was closed, while Tammy closed the bathroom door and told him that David had gone out for a walk. On September 30th, David didn't show up to work. On October 2nd, his colleague asked his sister, Tasia Carter Jackson, to check on him. When she visited his apartment, she found that the front door was unlocked at the time, but the bed was unmade. She claimed there was a large bloodstain underneath, as well on top of the mattress, which also had a gunshot hole in it. So this is obviously a very startling discovery, because DJ went to his dad's house to collect some things. His dad's girlfriend is taking out the trash, sees, her boyfriend's son, runs back to the apartment, locks the door. DJ obviously goes in anyway, and she closes the bathroom door and is like, "Oh, no, David, your father, he's gone out for a walk," when he's supposed to be feeling ill. And then David doesn't show up for work, and then David's sister shows up to his apartment and sees this very gruesome discovery. There's blood on his mattress. There's a gunshot hole. Obviously, something happened here. So, I don't know about you, but at least I would hope you're already kind of getting an idea of what's going on. So, on October 1st, a Department of Transportation worker had actually found David's lower torso and legs in a sleeping bag in weeds along a highway in Eagle Township, Ohio. So, on October 2nd, David's colleague has asked Tasia to go check on him, and she did, and she makes this gruesome discovery. But the day before, a Department of Transportation worker had actually already found his body, his torso and legs to be exact. And by the second, obviously, she did not know that her brother's remains are discovered along the side of the road like he's trash. That is just deplorable. It's evil that someone would do that. And also, it was found in Ohio. He's from Michigan, so obviously out of state. Whoever did this to him, which I think we kind of have an idea already who it is, whoever did this literally left the state to dump his body. That it's horrific, honestly. 9 days later, David's head would be found in a black duffel bag with a gunshot wound under his ear. On October 16th, his upper torso and hands were found in a suitcase. So whoever did this obviously chopped up his body, dismembered his body, and was scattering it. I cannot even fathom the cruelty, the heartlessness that it takes to do something like this. I cannot fathom it at all. The main theory is that Tammy was the killer. The U.S. Department of Justice looked for her in relation to his death, and a news article stating that she was wanted for, quote, mutilation, dismemberment of a dead body, tampering with evidence, and felony firearm. So yeah, they're they're pretty sure they know who it is, and I think we both, you and me, who's listening to this, I think we both kind of figured that out early on with her weird behavior with DJ. So the U.S. Marshals offered a $10,000 reward for information about Tammy, police saying in September 2021 that they think her family may have helped her run from law enforcement because she went missing. And this is a quote from Andrew Battersby, U.S. Marshal Task Force in Detroit. He says somebody's helping her financially and also providing her with a roof, a place to stay. She just did not disappear, end quote. He also stated that Tammy is believed to be a dangerous woman and that the weapon used had not been recovered, making her armed and dangerous. Tammy was initially arrested on uh, October 5th after David's body had been found, but she was released from custody because there wasn't enough evidence to hold her. In mid-October, she fled Detroit, after which authorities began to search for her. And here is a quote from the supervisory deputy, U.S. Marshal Aaron Garcia, and this quote was made in September of 2021. And he says, "We are going to find you. We have been investigating this case for 3 years, and we've had very little cooperation at this point. People know where she's at. They know her location, know how to get in touch with her. They haven't come forward yet." End quote. As of September 2023, Tammy Williams made the U.S. Marshals Top 15 Most Wanted list. Yeah, you heard me right. September 2023. 3 months ago. She still has not been caught. And this is a quote actually from David's dad, Elton Carter, and he says, "I'm glad to see that they haven't given up. It's been a long time since anybody has said anything about her whereabouts or anything." End quote. Tasia, his sister, can't believe that Tammy still hasn't been found yet. You and me both, Tasia. And this is a quote from her. She says, "Melvindale, where you know the crime happened, it's a very small community and everybody knows everybody. So it's very, very shocking that it's been this long." End quote. So the $10,000 reward is now at $25,000, and David's family is hoping that someone will finally speak up, hopefully very soon. Tammy stands at 5'5" and has a large tattoo of roses on her left shoulder. And if you have any information that could help this case, the U.S. Marshals 24-hour tip line is 1877 wanted 2. Again, the number for the U.S. Marshals 24-hour tip line is 1877 wanted, like WANTED, and then 2. And that is the phone number for them. So let's talk about David Carter. I think that when DJ showed up, she had probably just finished shooting David. I think that the reason why she ran inside is because it was probably a very bloody scene in there, and she had to hide it. So I think she ran inside the apartment, she locked the door to buy her some time, and the reason why I think she closed the bathroom door is because I think she probably, this is just disturbing to think about, I think she had David's body probably in the bathtub, and I think she had probably been in the middle of dismembering his body, And I think that is what she was doing when she was going outside throwing trash out. I think she might have been throwing away evidence, whether it's, paper towels, just towels, maybe other body parts. I think that she was trying to get rid of as much evidence that way. And DJ just so happened to show up, ran inside, locked the door to buy her some time, and then she closed the bathroom door because I think she was hiding David's mutilated body. That is what I think was going on. And then I think when DJ left, she probably took off to Ohio and started scattering her boyfriend's body parts like he was trash. And then I think she went on the run, and I definitely think friends or family or whoever is helping her. I 100% think that killed him, dismembered him in his own home, obviously, in his bathtub, scattered his remains as soon as DJ probably left, and was on the run. And I think, and if she wasn't already on the run after that as quickly as I think, it was definitely after the 5th when she was initially arrested and she was, being questioned, and then they let her go. I think that spooked her because DJ probably told the police what he saw. I think that probably spooked her, and she wanted to get the hell out of Dodge. So I think that's probably when she went on the run. I agree with Tasia. I think it's crazy she hasn't been found yet. I think it's crazy that nobody in the apartments heard anything. I don't know about you, but in the apartments I've lived in, the walls, no matter how nice the apartment is, the walls are thin. You would hear a gunshot. And I lived in an apartment complex where people were getting shot all the time. You heard it. I think it's crazy that no one heard anything, nobody saw anything. I just think it's wild too that somebody knows something and nobody's speaking up. Like someone knows something. I 100% agree. And I just can't believe that nobody is just coming forward. It's gross. Somebody needs to help this family get closure, and help David get justice. But that is all I have for you guys about the case of David Carter. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think was going on when DJ showed up? Where do you think Tammy could be now? Let me know. Please be respectful, because you never know if friends or family is going to come across this video, and we don't want the comments to be mean or gross or anything like that. So just be kind. And if any of his loved ones do come across this video, I just want to say that I am incredibly sorry for what happened to David. Sorry isn't going to bring him back, but I hope that somebody will come forward and give you guys the closure y'all need and the justice that David deserves. This was disturbing to read about, so I can only imagine how you feel as his loved ones. But I am very, very sorry. Thank you guys so much for listening to David's story. I will see you guys in the new year. Bye, guys.